to my channel. If you are a subscriber and if you're new, welcome. So this is a series that I have titled Making Baby Brown, and I know it has been a while since I have updated you all on this journey, but that's because if you got a chance to watch the last video, I had to take a little break, a little hiatus on getting back on the saddle and getting back to, baby making, because I had surgery. And I'll just tell you real quickly, for those of you who may be new, who just happened to stumble upon this video, I had my fallopian tube removed, just one, but after that surgery, you're not supposed to engage in sexual activity for about, 2 weeks? And then for the next 2 to 3 months, your body is still healing on the inside, so they don't encourage you to actually get pregnant. So, with that being said, I am married. My husband and I do not use protection, so we have to get on birth control. And I am going to talk to you today about my birth control experience, and then we're just going to update you on where we are now and what our next step is. Let's talk about birth control first. This was not my first time actually using birth control, but it was my first time doing the pill form. Before this experience with birth control, I used Depo, which is, a shot that you get every 3 months. One and done, you're out of there. And I opted for that in the past because, well, I am not one known for doing something at the same time every day consistently. I'm not good at that, and I did not want to put myself in a position to fail. I am a lot older now, and the stakes were a lot higher. I mean, before I was doing it to prevent getting pregnant just because, the timing wasn't right and blah, blah, blah. My career was first, all those things. But now, this particular situation, it was kind of a sketchy, kind of almost a life or death kind of. I know I throw that out there a lot, that life or death, but I mean, it kind of was. Like, my body was still healing, so if your body isn't healed properly on the inside and you get pregnant and it's stretching and the surgery didn't get a chance to, the surgery wounds didn't get a chance to, heal properly, that can cause complications. That's a different situation, you know what I'm saying? So I had to woman up. I had to grow up. I had to put my big girl drawers on and make sure that I took my birth control every day at the same time consistently, because we could not afford to slip up and, all the things that I went through just get worse. I chose a time that I knew I would always be awake, and that was 11:15 p.m. Okay. I am a night owl. I like to stay up, but I don't consistently wake up, and I knew I wasn't going to wake up just to take no dag-nabbit birth control pill. You could forget that. That was never going to happen. So I had to pick a time that I just knew for a fact I would always be awake, no matter what. No matter if I woke up early or late that day, 11:15, I would still be awake regardless. I took my birth control for 2 months, which was what was recommended of me, and I was given a 3rd month just, if I wanted to keep going for an additional month, and I just felt like I wanted to keep going, I could. It was almost a month post-op by the time I actually got my birth control. So with that being the case, I kind of felt like I didn't need that 3rd month because I kind of accidentally had a 3rd month in there of no birth control, but there was no sex either. So I just kind of felt like my body did get almost 3 months of healing time. Let's talk about what happened while I was on it, okay? So one thing about birth control is it's kind of annoying because I was experiencing some of the same symptoms that you kind of experience when you're pregnant. And as a person that just lost the pregnancy and a fallopian tube, that's kind of a cruel joke to play on someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, to feel like you're pregnant, to have all these pregnancy symptoms, but you know for a fact that you're not pregnant because you're taking something to prevent you from being pregnant. It's just like, why am I here? Okay? So I had the sore boobs, and oh my Gosh, they were so sore. It was, ugh, it was terrible. It was so terrible that sometimes when my husband just looked like he wanted to aggressively touch my boobs, I would flinch like, ugh, and he'd be like, "What's the matter?" And that's how sore my boobs were. Obviously, we're all going through the pandemic in this quarantine situation, and we probably all kind of gained some weight. So I'm not going to blame all of the weight gain on birth control, and you may be looking at me thinking, girl, you don't look no different. That's because you can't see what I see, baby. First of all, my stomach is a lot bigger. Yeah, it's a lot bigger. My waist is a little wider. I can't suck in my stomach like I used to and make it look super flat, and it's just very rubbery. It's very rubbery, okay? And it's ugly. I constantly felt bloated. My behind did get a little fat. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I did get some little dump back. Like, I almost got my college booty back. That's how much weight I have gained. Okay? So that's for people that went to college with me. They know what that booty look like. Girl, that weight is back, honey. And that's a fact. Let's talk about the period, though. So, I can see why people use birth control to regulate their periods. My period was never late, and it was never more than the allotted days for your period. It's like these like grayish, brownish looking pills that were during my menstrual cycle that I was supposed to be taking. So I think those are called inactive, I guess. I don't know. But you only get 5 of them. And my period would last 4 to 5 days. I think the first period was probably closer to 5 days. But that second period, 4 days like clockwork, done. It was done in 4 days. So that was nice to be able to rely on my period coming on when it's supposed to come on. I enjoyed that. But I will say this, my period came without me being on birth control. Clockwork came right on, and it lasted for 3 days. That has never been my ministry. Like, that has never been my experience with my cycle. And I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm going to live it up. So I'm hoping this next cycle is only going to be 3 to 4 days as well, because prior to this, my cycles have been more so 4 to 7 days. Like, not even 4, 5 to 7 days. Yeah, my cycles have been 5 to 7 days previously. So, ooh, child. You know what I forgot to tell y'all about when it came to the birth control? Now, this is the thing, this will be the thing that I can say I did not like about birth control. There was a time when I first started taking the birth control where my behavior and mood and hormones were so all over the place that it was tough to transition. So that's my biggest thing I did not like. That was not fun. Okay? Had your girl going crazy. Okay? Crazy. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have about the birth control aspect of things. We are no longer doing that. We're back to actively trying to get pregnant. However, I will say this, we are not pressuring ourselves. Like, we're doing it within the window. I am no longer taking those supplements that I've talked about previously. Right now, I'm just sticking to prenatal and a calcium supplement and some extra folate and of course my Citracel. Those are the only things that I'm taking. It sounds like a lot because it kind of is, but it's more so normal stuff. It's nothing to enhance my fertility chances or anything like that. I have looked for other supplements to give a try, and I might do that if I feel like I want to add that into the routine a little later on. But right now, I'm just sticking with the old, tried and true, normal things you would normally take. Because prenatal is something that you can take prior to being pregnant, while pregnant, and after being pregnant. It's a great little vitamin that has a lot of good stuff in it that you need anyway. So, and I feel like the vitamin C and all of that is helping with my immune system, especially right now with this pandemic situation going on. Because we do go to the store from time to time. We do go to my in-laws' house from time to time. Am I a bit concerned or nervous about, about being able to conceive with one fallopian tube? I am concerned. I am nervous. I'm all those things. But like I said, the goal is not to pressure ourselves, and we're just going to do what we do. And hopefully we'll be blessed with a child here soon. So we'll see what happens. Just say a couple of prayers for the Browns, okay? For baby Brown. Just say a couple of prayers for us. We could use all the love and support that we can get, for real. This year, this 2020 has been something. Like, I was supposed to be giving birth in November if the previous pregnancy would have been viable. But that's not the case. So we can really use some prayers, y'all. Anyway, if you're down with your girl and you liked this video and you just want to show me and show us how much you're rooting for us, then go ahead and like the video. It will really help me out, it helps my channel, and it allows other people to see this video. And this is a video that really could help someone else that might be going through something very similar that I'm going through. And if that's the case, then you know what else you can do? You can share this video. That would be really dope as well. So share with your friends, your family, on your Facebook, on your story, and your Instagram, whatever. Share it. Sharing is caring. I really want, especially women over, they're 35 and older, like myself, and older, to understand that we have a community here. I want to build a community that is a safe space for us to have these type of conversations and talk about our fears and talk about what we're experiencing while trying to conceive. So that's really what I want to do, is just create a very warm and uplifting environment for women, especially women or a certain age. Just stay positive and keep going, So with that being said, that's why you should share this video, okay? Share the love, share the positivity, okay? All right. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become a love bug if you are down. I talk about all kinds of things on this channel. Besides this little journey here, you can check out the playlist, of course. Get caught up if you're new. Get the background on everything that's been going down, because it's been a lot. And you can check out some of my other main videos, which are on more so relationships, love, romance, friendships, self-love, that kind of thing, okay? Like I said, we all about love and positivity. That's what we do here. So, yeah, if that's what you're about, if that's what you want to be about, like I said, become a love bug. Hit that subscribe button.